Hi everybody. So for those that are joining today or those that are catching on the replay, this topic I feel it is one of the most important when it comes to your growth, to your expansion, and to living a life of authenticity and true abundance. And the title that I picked was From Suppression to Expression. Why expression? Because what I feel is that the conditioning that we have received, many of us, women and men, okay? The conditioning and the limitations that we have received is to suppress, hide parts of ourselves versus expressing to our fullest. And I feel now more than ever, there is this feminine yearning to expressing your full spectrum. What does that mean? Expressing your light and your shadow, because in the end that's oneness and that is love. So what I realize, hi darling. So what I realize, that when it comes to career or when it comes to your relationships or any other area of your life, is that we bring a version of ourselves to be accepted, to be approved, to be liked. And in that process, we dim parts of us. This is why kind of the structure that I brought was dimming parts of us to be accepted. The difference between attention and liberation. What else did I wrote? Healing ancestral trauma to awaken your divine feminine or your divine masculine. Leading from heart, service, purpose versus struggle. So those are the four main points that I want to explore today, okay? So let's go to the first one, which is dimming parts of us to be accepted. Okay, why does this happen? We have been taught to be one way, or being your job or in your career, in your business, this version of you, in your relationship, this other version, when it comes to your friend, this other version. And if you don't, you're not going to be successful, or you're not going to be loved, or you're not going to be chosen. And here's the thing. When we're rejecting a part of us, when we're hiding a part of us, we are lacking love. We're not being true to ourselves. So it's very difficult that we're going to create a real relationship or that we're going to create a career based on authenticity and abundance if we are trying to be a version of ourselves just to be liked or accepted. Because the thing is that you're never going to be liked by everybody. So it's like if I come here and I'm like, okay, be careful with what you say. Don't say this because maybe this triggers this person or this. I'm not being true to me and I'm being the version that maybe you want me to be to not make you uncomfortable. But you're never going to make everybody comfortable. This is about you being you, expressing to your fullest and taking responsibility for what other mirrors, call it people, call it money, call it situations, project, triggering you. When you take responsibility for that, this is when you can grow, evolve, expand. Hi, those that are joining. Okay, any questions that come up, you can write it in as a message, okay? And I'll respond if it's not now at the end of the live, okay? So ask yourself, where are you not expressing you to your fullest? And maybe it is in your relationship, maybe it's in your business, maybe it's in both. Maybe it's with certain friends. Observe what parts of you are you hiding. Because those parts that you are hiding are your biggest gifts. When you integrate them. This is the thing, when you stop suppressing it. Because in the end, the more suppression, what you're creating is also more chaos externally. And more lack of love and more separation and more fear. Yes, so in the end, it is observing in what parts of my life am I not expressing to my fullest? What parts of me am I hiding to be accepted, to be liked? And when you are honest and bring awareness to that, this is when we can transform it. This is when we can alchemize it. But if you don't see it, if you don't take responsibility, you're just going to keep creating the same patterns in the same life and living in lack. Because living in lack is when we're not living in love. And when we're rejecting a part of us, we can't be connected to love. It's just creating more separation within us. Okay? Any questions here that you want to bring? Hi, Magda, darling. Gonna read. Beautiful. So the parts that you tend to hide, for many of the women, it's like their sensuality, their sexuality, their sexual energy. Maybe I'm too much, or I'm not good enough. Okay, so those parts, or too successful, this or that. Okay, all these parts that you are hiding, they want to be expressed. But the reason why we're not expressing is because we perceive if that I express my success or my intensity or my sensuality or my feminine or this or that, I'm going to be rejected. So basically, just so we can see it, I'm going to draw it. Okay, so basically, here I am in my comfort zone. I'm not expressing parts of me, and I'm holding myself back because what I don't want to experience is this fear. Why? Because this person could reject me. What if I'm not liked? What if they, I don't know, I have to change career because they're not going to like me in this career? Whatever it is that you're fearing. What if I stay alone? What if I bring this version of me that is free this and I'm never going to be chosen by a man? Exactly that fear is what's creating this suppression. You're living a grey life. You're not living to your fullest. You're living in lack. Just because you don't want to move through this fear. But here's the thing, if you would move, yes, you're going to feel like many people are going to project their stuff and maybe you feel very uncomfortable. But what you are breaking is old patternings that are limiting you, that are holding you back from you expressing to your fullest. If you move through this fear, what you're going to experience on the other side is this new version of you that was always within you, that wants to awaken, that is more connected to her freedom, to her sensuality, to her expression, that is speaking her truth, that is being true to herself. And that is freedom. That is freedom. But the version of you that stays here, she's not living in fear. She's living in fear. She's not living in freedom. She's in this golden cage. So yes, it is uncomfortable. I know everybody's gonna like you being you. But this is why it's about you loving you to your fullest. And when you experience this, you're gonna start giving less F's of what others may project on you because you are being true to you. And that is priceless, guys. That is true freedom. When you get to be you full time. Hi, darling. When you get to be you full time, that is freedom. But we are very afraid of what can happen on the other side. And that is the exact thing that is holding you back from your next level of success. Okay, so observe that. Observe the parts that you're hiding. Observe the parts that you're not expressing. Those, what I've realized in my life, have been my biggest gifts, unlocking that. And when people ask me around like, Anna, how do you express with so much confidence, security, this and that wasn't like that always. I remember even at university or school, like when I went to speak or do a presentation, it would be like my worst nightmare. And this is what I do for a living now. And it feels so easy now. But why does it feel so natural for me that I don't even have to prepare live and just come here and channel what comes through me? Because I'm being true to me versus trying to be liked or be accepted. And in order for me to experience this Anna right now, which was always within me, I had to move through those fears and the possibility of not being liked by everybody or rejected. So it is not, oh, that person was born this way. No, that person had the courage to go through their deepest fears and befriend with those fears. Okay? So observe that. Let's start making peace with that fear and moving through it. The next point that I want to go through is the difference between attention and liberation. Okay? Because we confuse shine into our fullest or expression when we express to our fullest. We confuse that with attention. Okay? And it's very different, attention than liberation. I can do the same action as another person, but from a complete different frequency, vibration, and mindset, okay? So maybe, I'm going to put a simple example. Okay. Let's say, let's go with social media. There are many women out there maybe posting in bikini or this and that, which is perfect. There's nothing wrong with that or nothing to be judged. Now, the question is where am I taking that action from, okay? And I always observe this as well with me because we all have this and we all came here just to keep shifting these patterns, okay? This is the journey. Now, we all somehow want to be liked and this and that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but when you are placing your worth on others' opinion, this is when we're not creating a strong self-worth, okay? We are placing our value on the external validation. So let's say that two women post a bikini picture and one is coming from, I'm not loving me, I don't feel good enough, but I want to be liked and I want this person to validate me, or I want to make, this person jealous, whatever it is, okay? That is coming from insecurity. That is coming from lack. That is coming from, I need your attention or your approval to feel the love and to feel worthy. Now, you can always heal this. You can always transform this. We all go through those processes. Now, this other person, that is reclaiming back their sexuality, their sensuality, that just feels so in love with their body and desire to express it. And it's a form of liberation or a form of self-love. And it's not for the male gaze or for external validation, but just because that person just feels like it. That is liberation. That is expression. Because it's coming from self-love. You can like it, you can not like it, but I like it. Yes, same action, maybe same type of photo, but it's coming from a different energy. That person, number two, it is coming from a place of literally, this is for me, this is a platform for expression, this is a platform for me to be me full time, whatever I want to bring. But it is not coming from, I need you to like it, to feel the love or to feel worthy. Or I need your attention to feel approved or to feel whatever it is that I'm trying to feel. No. So it is really not about the action. It is about where is it coming from? What state? Is it coming from self-love? Is it coming from reclaiming my power back, from my liberation, from my sensuality, from this pleasure of aliveness that's within me? to show others as well possibilities, or to become a permission slip for women that are hiding parts of themselves? Or is it coming from, I need your love, I need your attention because I'm not finding it within me. I'm seeking the love outside versus becoming the love of my life in this instant. Such different states, guys. So it is not rejecting one or the other, it's observing. Because we all do this movement, it's observing, okay, I can be person A and person B. I'm both. There's no separation between both. You can be both. Now it is from self-compassion and love, observing it. Because it's giving you as well information for you to start to love you deeper. And reclaiming back your power versus giving your power on the external. Or placing your value on others' opinion or others' likes. Yes? So observe that. Beautiful. Questions here up to here. Sorry I came late today, but I had a beautiful group session with my community. It was so lovely. We had a meditation. Today we released literally our fears, our own limitations that are holding us back from shining to our fullest. And it was so beautiful to see these women that are entering. So courageous, awakening this authenticity. So thank you to my queens. Okay, beautiful. Let's carry on then. Now, how can we start reclaiming back this power, or connecting to this expression? As women and as men, but now I'm talking to women specifically, we all have these ancestral patterns, okay? Especially the feminine wounding, And when we start healing this ancestral wounding, trauma, patterning, this is how our divine feminine is going to start to awake, which is really speaking your truth and expressing, okay? Connecting more to your heart. Now, this wounding, what I've seen after working with so many women and also in myself, they are very connected to the feminine energy, which is connected to our sexual energy, which is connected to speaking our truth, our throat chakra, which is connected to this expression. And it's interesting, because our sexual energy is connected to this life force, to this Shakti energy, to this expression, to this creativity. And when we are disconnected from it, what we feel is more burnt out. What we feel is this lack maybe of desire or liveliness. What we feel is we don't feel in pleasure. We don't feel sexy. We live in a life in which we are not connected to this juiciness, let's call it, this life force energy. And this is very ancestral, okay? This comes from our past generations, but what we have to do really, it's very simple. It's connecting to our present and observing our life, and where am I not expressing? Where am I hiding parts of me? Where am I not connecting to my feminine or my sexuality? Now, this part is because back then, okay, the way that I'm just thinking of moms or grandmothers, the way that they saw their sexuality was as something wrong. So it was each time a woman was connected to this sensuality, this sexual energy, they would be projected, like slut shame or rejected, or oh, you're gonna stay alone, you're never gonna be loved. So we start to disconnect more from this energy. And what happens here, this energy is the energy that literally creates and gives birth. It gives life, We're actually an orgasm in human form. So when we suppress this part, when we disconnect, we're disconnected to this energy that is creative energy. And this creative energy is an energy that gives birth to ideas, that gives birth to businesses, projects, and gives birth also to life, no? So when we're disconnected from it, we're disconnected from this power. And this is the power that really connects us to this liveliness. So many of the women of our generations were rejected when they connected to this energy, to this sexual energy, to the feminine energy. That is the feminine energy. And many people associate this energy to sex. And no, that is a byproduct. It can be, but no, it is connected to this creativity, to the creative energy. Yes? Now, a person that is connected to this energy is a person that is shining. It is a person that you feel this magnetism, you feel this expression, you feel drawn to that energy, okay? So when we're disconnected to this energy, obviously, it is going to impact in many ways. It's going to impact that we feel more burnout, that we feel this lack of desire, that we're not creating. We feel it also in the money income, because in the end, like, money is drawn to this energy as well. It's this creation energy. No, through creativity, we can create this new project, and these new ideas is what also creates the money. So this wounding is something that as women we came here to heal, to alchemize. And when we start to connect to this energy, yes, many people are going to project things, and many fears are going they're going to come into surface. No, what if I stay alone? What if no man likes this version of me that is free, liberated, connected to her sensuality, all these things. So you are going to experience those fears, but if you just keep showing up and connecting to that and take that as an opportunity to heal that, what you are going to create is relationships that are more real, that are based in authenticity, that are based in communication and expression, and that you get to be you. But you can only attract that type of relationship when you love you to your fullest. And you can only do that when you stop hiding those parts. Yes, and here's the thing, they're going to express in unique forms. Many people associate, okay, maybe it's the way the person dressed. That can be a form, but it can be in many different forms. It can be through businesses, it can be through the voice, the expression, how connected that person is to pleasure. Okay, so this is about you listening your unique form of expression and being true to you, not having to be any version of, oh, I'm going to be like this person because this is what I associate to being in the feminine. No, this is you listening to you. Now, the wounding connected to the feminine is also with speaking our truth. Okay, this is why many women struggle in their throat chakra, and they're not expressing with this strength and with this presence and with this, from this love. No, we are, the way that we disconnect is, or we express through violence, which creates more separation from the masculine, or we're staying in silence. We're not expressing whatsoever. So this comes from all the times that women were also silenced, no? Like, you shouldn't be this. Oh, you should shush. Oh, be a good girl, be polite. So all these things, we start to suppress it. And the more that we suppress it, the more we are disconnected to our truth. And this is going to create so much frustration. So observe where you're not speaking your truth, and understand that these are fears that we came here as well to alchemize. And speaking your truth is speaking from what lights you up, your love, what makes you unique. And the more you connect to that, the more you're going to express from your unique blueprint, from your unique energy. There's no copy of you. And the people that you're going to attract are going to be drawn by your vibration. This is why it is really not. You can find maybe two people saying the same thing, and you feel drawn to one person and not very drawn to the other. This comes from embodiment. This comes from, I'm walking this path that I'm expressing, and I'm connected to love in what I'm expressing. And that is the person that you're going to feel more drawn to, because that is the energy that person is emanating. And that is the energy that transforms. More that what you say is the vibration from where you are speaking. That is what we feel attracted to, okay? And this takes me to this last point, and with this I finish, which is my desire for all of you is leading more from your heart, leading more from your purpose, leading more from service and what lights you up versus struggle, versus something that doesn't truly connect you. Because ultimately, what we came here to experience is this connection to love, you know, and we're all going to age. And really what's going to stay is how connected you are in your day-to-day to what you love. So many of us know, like, try to feel this with, I need a relationship and, you know, let's sign a contract so we're together forever and ever. That is not love. Love is you starting to listen to your heart, what makes you feel alive, connecting to your soul unique purpose, which comes from the journey that you've experienced and your unique gifts. And when you take action from that state, which is from love, you're going to experience so much abundance. But the abundance that you're going to experience is abundance of freedom, abundance of doing that which lights you up and love. And yes, money as well. Because the more you are you, the more you express all parts of you and alchemize those fears, you're also going to open a channel, not only of realness and authenticity, but attracting more real people that value what you came here to share and express, and that love to pay what you do. Because it's really how worthy they feel they are. It is a reflection of their worthiness. This is why when we pay, we're really not paying somebody else. When we pay with like, this is how worthy I am of this work, of this product, or this service, or this jacket, or whatever it is, right? So leading from your heart is what's going to connect you to so much love, to so much abundance. And this can only come through transforming how we started this life, suppression to expression. The parts that you're hiding, the parts that come from your ancestral lineage, in which they were suppressed, in which they were silenced, in which they were rejected when they were expressing parts of themselves. When you start to take responsibility, start to shift those patterns, you're going to be more expressive. Naturally, you're going to connect to more confidence. You're going to connect to more authenticity, to more realness. And that's when you're going to no longer say, no, I'm no longer staying here, which doesn't connect me. And I'm going to start doing more of what makes me alive and lights me up. And maybe an idea comes, or you want to change career path, or you want to bring all your gifts in one and start sharing it. And that's the biggest service that you can do to the world and to yourself. And this for me, like, really is what I feel my mission is. I'm no longer interested in people that only come for my energy because I want to work the money blockages. It's I want to connect to my gifts, to my purpose, to my authenticity, to what makes me feel alive and live an abundant life in all forms. So that is the people that I'm talking to, that are service oriented, that have this desire to connect more to the heart, to the love, because that's the extension of me. For me, money became a bonus, and there was so much healing there, which there still is, because there's still layers. But in the end, it was healing my ancestral lineage around the poverty consciousness, which I still do, because there's so much clearing for me in that aspect. Yes. So that is also your ancestors are leaving you also this beautiful job to alchemize the parts that they didn't have the chance, and also gifts. Yes. Not only fears. But if you take responsibility to honor everything, your light and your shadow, because that's love, that's integrating all of you, that's oneness. What you're going to experience is a life in your day-to-day since you wake up and since you go to sleep, that you love, no matter the ups, no matter the downs, no matter the challenges, because you're being true to you. You're being true to you. You're no longer rejecting any, like, those parts of you. And you quickly see it when you do. So I'm really excited because I feel like that the community that I'm creating, and I was telling like today to my soul clients in our group that I was so grateful for all of them, because I feel like it's I would say my most loving group out of these years of teaching and guiding others, which have been several now, or practically all my life. But I feel that it is an extension of me being more true to me, more authentic, expressing to my fullest, no matter how much this can trigger other people, bringing all parts of me. And I feel that's why I'm attracting people that are more open, that want to be more free, that want to connect to this authenticity, this love, this abundance. And I'm just so grateful for the people that are joining, for the people that are open to this, that want to evolve, that want to alchemize those fears into being more themselves. And that I'm just blessed, and like, thank you for all that are listening to this as well. And I am excited because the 30th of this month, I'm hosting my day retreat, and for those that are in Marbella, you can contact me. There are still some spots left, so message me and I'll give you more information, or the link if you already know that you're just all in. And I'm just so excited because the women that are joining are unique. Like, I'm so in love with all of them. Like, and I was telling them, I feel that I'm more in love with all of you because I'm more in love. It's a reflection of how in love I am as well to my feminine energy, because that they are a representation of my feminine energy. So you're going to see how you relate to your feminine energy as well, depending on how you relate to the woman in your surroundings. So if you feel that you feel jealous or compare or compete, or don't feel enough, or this or that, or don't trust, or you're afraid to be this version of you with the feminine, this is how you relate into your feminine. This is why when you feel more connected to them in love, crave this community, this sisterhood, this collaboration, you are starting to feel more at peace with your feminine. And that is a good sign, because that means that you're healing many layers of your feminine energy. I'm not going to say you've healed, because this is a journey. There's always deeper layers, but you feel definitely more at peace with women, which is more at peace with your feminine energy. And that is the relationship that we have to this life. So for those that want to join my goddess circle, my day retreat, I have in-person gatherings, and I also have online. Okay, so please message me if this is you, if you're open for your next level expansion. And I'm really, really excited to see these transformations, because what I'm seeing like in my woman is, wow, it's just so beautiful, seeing them more in their truth, more free, more connected to their love, to the abundance, like expressing those gifts and putting them into service. And I feel like, oh, wow, the world needs more like people like that, conscious leaders that want to bring their uniqueness and authenticity and gifts to the world. And that's love. That is truly love. So thanks to all that joined today, and I'm excited for those that are joining to my goddess retreat. If you are willing to go a step further, message me, okay? My DMs are open and I'll get to you. Love you all so much, and thank you for being here. Bye-bye for now.